How's it going, everyone? I'm Danny Rodriguez, and it's time to review Supergirl, Season 1, Episode 5, titled, How Does She Do It? Now, I know it's been a few months, it's been maybe 2 months since I've reviewed Supergirl. And I've already seen everything up to date. I think Episode 11 is today. So everything should be out by Episode 5 to Episode 10 of my reviews while you're watching this. And the reason I stopped watching was because the Paris attack happened. I mean, you know, I don't like to mention that, but in what was it, November, the Paris attacks happened, and they canceled that one episode, or they postponed it, or they switched it around. They did episode. They did like a Live Wire. It's called Live Wire episode. I did not see that episode. I don't think that I reviewed episode 4 then. This is episode 5. So I don't know, it got switched around, and I was like, why do you postpone it? Like Mr. Robot did that too when the cameraman, the news reporter died. They postponed the finale, and I'm like, I mean, hey, out of respect, hey, I'm not going to talk much into the Paris attacks. It was a horrible day, and, you know, fuck ISIS. But the thing is that don't postpone the episode. So what? The episode has a few bomb stuff related to what happened in the real life. Doesn't mean, don't let the terrorist win. Freaking show the episode, man. Don't postpone it, but that kind of messed me up. I was like, postpone this shit. I didn't watch for a few weeks, man. It kind of pissed me off. So, and plus I was busy with other stuff. But now, like a week ago, I just binge watched Supergirl, man. And I was like, I like Supergirl. I literally was like, I like this show. I finally like saw like Supergirl like hours and hours not stopping, and I was like, it's not a bad like. It's actually a fun show, man, and how does she do it, sort of thing. I love the effects, man. The effects aren't that bad. I mean, there are a few effects that are like, ooh. But it's the same with Flash and same with Arrow. I mean, you could do what you could do. I mean, it's a girl flying who has superhuman strength, so it's not going to be that realistic. But I love the characters, man. Let's get on to this. It's a spoiler review. Make sure you've seen the episode. I'm just going to take real quick 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you pros, cons, final score. Here we go, Season 1, Episode 5, How Does She Do It? First off, there's a drone spying on Kara. I don't say Kara. Is it Kara? Kira or Kara? I say Kara. So James has a problem. He's having some problems. Kara is to watch Carter, which is Cat Grant's son. And there's an explosion that goes on in the building, and Kara ends up picking it up and everything. You know, she's like, you know, super all badass and everything, which was really cool. She picks up Carter, and of course, I think he says that Supergirl is pretty. So anyway, no friend zone. Wynn is like saying, or someone saying, I believe, to Kara. It's been a week since I've seen this episode, but Kara's like, don't be in the like. She's like, you can't be in the friend zone with James. Maxwell Lord, dude, there is a bomb. When Maxwell Lord is having a thing on with Alex, man, he kind of is almost like flirting with Alex, but he's not. And there's a bomb inside the Maxwell Lord factory or the building, and he ends up cutting the wire, and it's even faster timing now. So Supergirl grabs it, she ends up throwing it in the air, and it explodes. It's almost like the Avengers, sort of where she's falling down, like Iron Man was falling in the Avengers. And well, everything's okay. The bomb went off. Carter is playing games on like 10 TVs on the wall. I'm like, really? Is that a possible thing to do? And anyway, Lucy and Kara talk. James always went to Superman all the time. He always left Lucy to go to Superman and do things, and he always, you know, he was always. It was almost like Superman with his girlfriend. Don't take that seriously, but like that sort of sense where he always went to him instead. Lucy leaves. Maxwell has an event going on, and there's a bomb at the airport where Lucy's going. So Carter is missing, and he is with Maxwell. Actually, Maxwell puts him on this train. Like, not a bad guy, like, come on the train. He's like, you want to see the train? And they go in. And, well, anyway, the train leaves, and Ethan is on it. Ethan is the guy who is going to be doing a suicide bomb run. And Supergirl talks to Ethan, and he ends up killing himself, man. But he's like, you have 30 seconds before I detonate myself. You know, she's almost like, don't do it, your daughter and everything. And so he just kind of derails and blows up. So he kills himself. Carter goes back to school, and the airport, James is back with Lucy. You know, they kind of had a fight within the episode, and now they're back together, so that's bad for Kara now. And Lucy, so James is back with Lucy. Hank undoes the bomb. I remember Alex, Hank Henshaw, he's like, leave now. And you know, he ends up doing his powers where he goes into the bomb and breaks it, and he ends up defusing the bomb. Maxwell tested Supergirl at the end. He mentioned something like, I tested you all along. The spy drone and everything was to see how you fly, how you jump, how your laser eyes, everything was all a test. So what did I think about this episode overall, guys? How does she do it? Basically what Maxwell Lord said. First off, Carter, man, was really fun in here. He's a really interesting character. I like Cat Grant's son. He's actually not all snobby and everything like Cat Grant. You know, he's actually a fun guy. I believe he's played by Levi Miller. Is that his name? Isn't that the guy who was in Pan? Is that the same Levi Miller? I don't know. I feel like there's some guy named Levi Miller in the movie Pan. But Carter, man, he's fun, dude. I actually like him, and I like him. I was like, oh, Supergirl's so pretty. And when he sees Supergirl, his eyes, he's like the love of his life just flew on the train. I really like that. I thought that was really cute. I think Carter should come back again sooner or later this season. Wynn as well, man. Wynn is very fun in this episode. He's also very emotional towards Kara, and you know, he has a little love interest for her. Very funny. It has funny parts, like Carter's funny in here. The effects in here, the building blowing up and the explosions are really good as well. Maxwell Lord, man, he's a very interesting character. I really like him. I don't hate him. I like seeing him a lot more in this episode, and him especially with Alex, their scenes are really nice. Kara does so much in this episode. I mean, she goes from stopping bombs to flying in the air, I mean, to grabbing drones in the beginning. I mean, she goes everywhere. It's really cool. Maxwell's parents' story, I believe Maxwell also tells, Alex, hey, my parents worked for the government and all that. That's why I don't like the government. They're fungus or something of algae. Something ate them alive and all that. And that's pretty emotional there, man, the way Maxwell's describing it. And again, Hank Henshaw, he's keeping something secret. I think we already know who he is. Martian. I ain't gonna say the rest. Martian something. I'm not gonna say. But Hank Henshaw, man, he's really leave Alex, and then he does the bomb, undoes it. I think that's really cool. So, and again, after not watching the show for 2 months, it got me back into that Supergirl spirit this episode. I was like, this is not a bad show. Not that I was saying it was ever a bad show, but I was just like, I'm glad I'm back to it. I'm glad. Let's get on this, man. Let's binge watch this, and I did. So the only cons about this, some of the effects in here, just a few effects weren't, some were not really beautiful or cute to the eye. And then James is back with Lucy. That's one thing. I don't care about James and Lucy. I don't care about that relationship. I'd rather see Wynn and Kara. I'd rather see that. I do not want to see James and Lucy. And then sadly, within a few episodes, James and Lucy are put together a lot. So it's kind of, I just don't like that about this episode. So overall, I'm going to end up giving this Supergirl episode an A-, secondarily a B+. I thought it was great, man. I thought it was a great way for me to come back. Really got me back into the spirit of Supergirl. I love some of the effects, the action here, of her saving people and going around being a superhero was really fun. Carter made this episode really hilarious. That's what I say, man. It's an A-. Thank you a lot for watching. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this episode of Supergirl. If you really enjoyed the review, you want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button. I really would appreciate that. I'll be seeing you for the other Supergirl reviews. I review other shows like Agent Carter, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Gotham, much more, man. The X-Files, Lucifer, Walking Dead. Check it out on the channel, guys. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.